NHL Nightly with your host, the sportsman, a.k.a. Peter Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Pearlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barry.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? I am the Sports Beard here. Waiting on Pearlo and Rico. We'll see. I haven't heard, so one will know. We have a bunch of games on. We're in the midst of them all right now. Pittsburgh and Montreal in a shootout. I'm debuting this Montreal Habs jersey that I just got that came in yesterday from the hockey jerseys. You can follow them at HKY Jersey on Twitter. They do Twitter. They do giveaways. But this Pittsburgh Montreal in Montreal shootout is epic. It's in round 8. Looked like Montreal was going to win, but Pittsburgh's managed to hang on. 3-3 Anaheim, New York Islanders. That game is going on. And we've got the games of the night. We've got Boston and the Devils. So, yeah, well, it looks like we're going. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. I don't have any final scores, so I don't have anything to update for you. Here's yeah, okay, here we go. Pittsburgh just missed their opportunity. Montreal Pustinen. Sorry if I butchered that, guys. I've got a bunch of snow here. I've had to clean a bunch more snow today. I hope everybody's living and loving where they're at. Oh, here we go. We got Mr. Pearlo Wisdom. Let's get him in here. Hey, Pearlo. How's it going? What you doing?
Hey, buddy.
10th round of the shootout of this game.
I know. I got Montreal.
Yeah, I debuted the jersey that came in yesterday was a Habs jersey. I don't know what's going to come from that company. You blindly buy a jersey. It's like $85 for a jersey. So it's cheaper than buying. So this is what came in was the Montreal. So I thought, oh, Montreal, I'll debut it tomorrow on the still. And then how about this Anaheim Islanders game back and forth.
Oh, I would love to see it. I don't think I have my.
I did not hear from Rico, so I don't know. I don't know if you talked to him or.
No, I didn't. Just one sec.
Okay, no worries. Let me take you off the screen in case. All right, Pearlo's dealing with household sick stuff. No big deal. Okay. Yeah, I cannot believe this is the 11th round. Hinostroza denied. Sam Montembeault playing. Man, Sam Montembeault just ball. I mean, this is a 3-3 game, so neither goalie. 3-3 game also in the I should do these scores. The Anaheim Ducks are visiting the New York Islanders. 3-3, 4:07 left. We have a 1-1 game, I think. Hold on, I gotta look here because this thing always does this to me. 1-1 with 58 seconds left to go in the Boston, New Jersey game. Very exciting. I don't know what's happening. Jim Montgomery's not happy about something. So Anderson misses his shot. So round 12 here. Oh, Pittsburgh wins in a shootout. Yep, Harkins does it for them. Okay, I'm going to close that screen.
Well, at least I had first period on this too. So what's the other game? What's the Islanders game?
The Islanders game is 3-3, 3:46 left to go. And
I have exact score 4-3.
An exact score for Islanders. Oh, you have
doesn't matter. Anything 4-3.
Oh, so if it goes 4-3, you win.
Yeah. I also have.
So you just want this to go to overtime and then you hit it. That's perfect.
Good. That doesn't matter. Even if it doesn't go to overtime, it's 4-3.
Well, shootout would be a 4-3 as well. Okay,
Yeah,
the only other game
as
on.
long as there's only one goal now for the last 3 minutes or whatever.
Make sure I'm.
And I have Anaheim to win. I also have Anaheim plus 1.5, so I'm doing fine here. Buffalo, Colorado just started, did it?
Okay, USA Hockey. The GTA say the stream room is legendary. I love it. USA Hockey, thank you so much for being with us. Sorry about the lag there. We're now on the hardwire. So, hey, great game between the Kings and the Jets, too. That's going to be a good game, right? Let me look at the scores here. So, Pearlo, we had a firing last night right after we left the show. I was so disappointed. And it was funny because we had Darkness. I really hope Darkness shows up tonight. I'd like to hear from him because he was all about, hey, awesome, USA Hockey 34-34. I like the Kings as well. I'm just wearing this Habs jersey because it just came in. So I like a lot of teams. So tomorrow I'll be streaming with Off the Wall John Duncan, doing the Flyers Capitals game. The Capitals are road dog plus 120. Also, I've got some exciting news. I talked to Dave Singer, Singsy, noted gambler and contributor to Spit and Chicklets game notes. He's going to be on the show Tuesday. So Dave Singer, also big time Devils fan, Dave Singer, retired Air Force guy, good dude. Oh, we're losing Pearlo again. Let's drop him. No worries. Pearlo, you look great, by the way. If you're able to listen and hear, your screen looks amazing. I was going to tee him up. Oh, he's back. Okay. So Steve, here we go. Of Craig Berube. Why don't you just give me your thoughts?
He never fires Berube, ever. You never do that. You never fire Trotz. You never fire Tortorella. If your team can't handle one of those coaches, then your team is a problem.
Islanders just scored it shorthanded, 4-3.
Sucks.
So you need that to stay.
Yeah, it's okay. There's
only a minute 33 left, so that looks very good for you, I think.
Yeah, well, we got an empty netter to worry about now. Of course, it's got to be a sweat, right? It's got to be a sweat. Because Anaheim's going to pull their goaltender now to try to. It's got to be a sweat.
Okay. All right. So that's all your thoughts on Berube?
Yeah, you don't have
anything. Explain to people why you like Berube so much. Oh, overtime, by the way, Boston, New Jersey. Explain to people why you like.
I need Boston in that one too. Why do you not fire Berube? There are elite coaches. There's Cassidy. Wasn't too bad because they got Montgomery in Boston. That was okay. It depends on who they get instead, but Tortorella, Trotz, Cassidy, Berube. If like in Winnipeg, if Maurice quits on your team, that's a big problem. Like you're not going to get. I don't know. I just don't see you getting better than Berube. And if you have a Berube team that is having a problem with Berube, you have a team problem. I think Armstrong's going to be gone at the end of the year.
Yeah, to me, it feels like, I'll just say this real quick and to caveat what you're saying, and then I want to hear some more thoughts from you. That felt like a roster construction problem a lot more than a head coaching problem, just my opinion.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Yeah.
Empty net for Anaheim. It's 4-3, 45 seconds to go on the power play for the Anaheim Ducks. 25 seconds left to go in the game. Working it down in the middle. Anaheim gets a shot on goal. It's chipped around the corner by Perry. I'm sorry, Perry. I said Perry. Troy Terry. Troy Terry throws it up. Cam Fowler up to the point. Fowler over to, I think that's Alex Killorn, and it's gloved by, I don't know if that's Sorokin or Varlamov. I wasn't paying attention enough in this game. I think that's Simeon. That would be Simeon Varlamov. That's an OT. And what are the other games we have? So we have LA. Okay, we have LA and the Jets, and then we have the Avalanche and the Sabres coming right up here right after this TNT game. So, of course, all these TNT games go to overtime, right? So go ahead and finish your thoughts on Berube.
That exact score, 4-3, paid $330. So did well on that.
Plus $330, nice, man. So
but anyway,
well, did that end? You have the end. I have 5 seconds left.
Yeah, 5 seconds left. It's not over yet, I guess. But
anyway,
Berube. Wow. Okay. Well, look what Berube has done for that team. I mean, he came in and did a miracle when they won the cup. He's just an amazing coach who was given a bad roster this year. I kind of maybe wonder if it was sort of a mercy firing. Like maybe it was like, you know what, you can move on and try to win cups somewhere else because we're a long way away. I think that's more what it was than anything. Like Armstrong just realized they're a long way away from being a cup contender. And so in that way, it's nice if they did it for that reason. But I don't know the reasons. But if they think they're winning a cup anytime soon, then you keep Berube. You keep him because there's very few coaches that can do what that guy can do. So that's the reason why I think it's a bad firing. If they start selling off now, I can understand the firing. I can understand the firing. Because it's just not fair for Berube's career to keep him there through a rebuild that's going to be like a long rebuild.
Yeah, we'll see. I think if you asked Doug Armstrong at the beginning of the year, I don't think he thought he was a playoff team, but I think some of the teams stumbling out of the gates in the West, Edmonton, I think they've kind of been in the mix. I expect them to be sellers at the trade deadline. I have a hot take. And then I want to answer USA Hockey's question here about the Velarde trade. I actually like that trade for Winnipeg more, but let me get into this real quick. I believe Jordan Binnington would be the perfect goalie for the New Jersey Devils.
Oh yeah,
he kept them in the playoffs so early. Also GDR Cinnamon Pony. I put Farley hanging in. They won that game, right? It's 4-3 final, so you got your score.
Something like 4-3, right?
Yep, 4-3 final. So I just think that this is the move the Devils need to make. They've got some young talent. They could probably afford to sauce over a winger. Maybe they can get another winger back in that deal, but I think that Binnington to the Devils is the ticket. And if I was a team, I'd be trying to get Jordan Binnington off that. That didn't even go to overtime. I don't know why I had that in overtime.
Well, if they're going to rebuild, then they're going to probably do that. If they're really going to rebuild, then Binnington's probably got to go. Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. We'll see.
Thank you, GDR Cinnamon Pony. You have a great night too. Thanks for being with us. Yeah, so as far as the Velarde trade, and here we have Rico, so this is perfect timing. Rico, we have a question from USA Hockey, says first time Velarde, and then I want your thoughts on the Berube firing, because that's what Pearlo just went through. First time Velarde back in LA, what were your thoughts on the trade? So I actually like the trade more for Winnipeg than I did for the Kings, because I am not a big fan of PLD, Pierre-Luc Dubois. He's a streaky player, and he's done well. But look, I mean, he's playing third line with I just don't know if you pay a third line center in the NHL now $8 million. Maybe that's the ticket, right? Is nobody makes over $8 million. You just pay all your guys that kind of money. The Kings have so much talent and depth, though, in their farm system. I think it was a good move for them. They added a really talented guy that solidifies the center. And what I like about it is, for the Kings' perspective, is it has allowed them to play Byfield more on the wing, and he's really blossoming this year, and you're starting to see him come in. So I like that. Go ahead, Rico.
No, I think you're bang on there, and I think that trade worked out for both teams. Winnipeg needed a little bit more depth in the forward position as well, too. You know, Blake Wheeler is gone. They needed a couple extra guys there just to help out, carry the load offensively, at least in the bottom six sometimes. But and Dubois, exactly. Byfield on the wing this year, that's exactly what LA needed at center. I mean, it wasn't working, so they needed their young guys. Like, they needed some young players to help go with that core in LA to take the next step. The core of veterans there, they needed that injection of the youth there, and Byfield's been amazing. And yeah, Dubois hasn't done basically anything offensively this year. Like, his last few games, he's been a no-show on the score sheet, I think pretty much most of them. But I mean, center depth in the NHL is huge. So, I mean, he's still a good defensive player. So that's one of those trades where, yeah, I just love it for both teams. Jesus, Beard, you had a Habs jersey on tonight?
Yeah, that was the jersey that came in. I debuted it. When you guys weren't at the start of the show, I had to talk about something. So it was like a 20.
Mike McKee.
Oh, it's Drew N. You don't get to pick, so you just get what you get. So, I'll still say though, the Kings are. I don't even think they're a dark horse for the Stanley Cup anymore. Like, that's the team, right? Like, we feel like that's going to be the team. So. I
still think Vegas is going to repeat.
Oh, yeah. Let's not rule them out either, right? So, but we shall see. Yeah. And look, I've liked the Jets this year too. I mean, I thought they were going to be sellers, and then they signed Scheifele and they signed Hellebuck, and you know, it's all looking good in that perspective there. I'm going to drop this a little bit. I threw up the Buffalo, Colorado. That's a. I don't have an Avs jersey, but I do have a Quebec Nordiques Joe Sakic jersey. So I've got the Joe Sakic Nordiques, and I got the Go Ahead Darlene up there. So we'll see how that goes. We got some Southern California boys in the chat. I love it. This is their time zone. Just getting home, settled in. It's 7:00 there. So, okay. So what happened in the New Jersey game? Because I didn't see. Okay, Devils won in overtime.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
I did not want that.
Well,
I thought Boston was going to win that one.
Well, I did not hate the Devils game tonight.
I actually took the Devils to win. I didn't bet them until like right before the game, because then I realized today that Connor Geekie was going to be the number one center, and with Zacha gone and their two centers left last year, they were left thin with just DeBrusk and Geekie on the top line with Pasternak, and then McAvoy wasn't playing either. So now I'm like, holy shit, might be a New Jersey spot. Boston just going to make it into a defensive game, which they kind of did, and Swayman played amazing.
Okay,
I had Geeky.
Geeky is the one that scored. I took. You did. So you got plus 340 on his. You got plus 340 on the Geeky's goal scoring grok from the ice guys.
I got plus 400.
Whoa, plus 400.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I made
man.
up for the loss a little bit, but I had 3 units on Boston.
Oh, dude, and I got
just a
Crosby
bad
over
spot
2
for me,
points
too.
tonight because his first, like when he plays in Montreal, Crosby usually turns it up a bit. So he got
Is
3
it? Didn't he
points.
grow up a Habs fan? Is that
Yeah.
correct? About
Yeah,
he
so
usually.
I got Crosby over.
I
1.5.
was so in my feels when Montreal was up 3-1. I was just like, please close this out, Montreal, and of course they don't do it. So
I had Hughes overshot, so I made up for it in my props, I think.
So, Rico, you missed the news. Dave Singer, Singsy of Spit and Chicklets Game Notes fame, is going to be on the pod on Tuesday. And I've reached out to Isles Girl. She's going to try to squeeze in. And I'm working some other people. I keep trying to have Annie OD on. I know we've got a bunch of Southern Cal. I know she's got time. I got to reach out to her when the Ducks aren't playing. So I didn't want to reach out to her tonight, but I'm going to reach out to her tomorrow. I really want to get her on the chat. And she does some really good stuff. So I will say this. I think this is the most crucial. I think this is a crucial game for the Buffalo Sabres. I think if they can come out and win this game, they can maybe salvage their season, but it's starting to get late early, right? You know, that whole statement is starting to get late early. Buffalo is in the 8th spot in the Eastern Conference, and they're a ways behind on points when it comes to the wild card. And that's really the only realistic thing. So 12, 14, and 3. So, okay. So Rico, we didn't get to hear your thoughts on the, by the way, let me go through the whole formal introduction since we got everybody here. This is NHL Nightly, sponsored by Fans First Sports Network. I am Jeremiah Maxwell, newly appointed NHL writer for Fans First Sports Network or fansfirst.com. I was going to write an article about Berube, but I got to get some stuff together, and they have finalized my contract and stuff. So I didn't have the time today either. I had to do some work. Oh, I'm getting a migraine right in the middle. Sorry, apologize, guys. Anyway, with me, as always, maybe is Pearlo Wisdom, P-Pal Picks, Handicapper Analytics. And my good friend Rico, our French Canadians correspondent / Ontario correspondent / beer league correspondent. So, so good to have you, Rico. Hope everything's going well. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on the. I'm via Anchorage, Alaska. Pearlo's Edmonton, Alberta, and Rico's in Barrie, Ontario. That's why we call him Rico and Barrie. Give us your thoughts on the Craig Berube flying. Pearlo has given his. I haven't really given mine yet, but I want to hear from you.
Great coach. Nothing against Berube. I think anybody that thought that the St. Louis Blues were going to make the playoffs or go into a second round or somewhere this year, we're smoking something. I mean, they needed a lot more sandpaper there. I mean, it started when Pietrangelo left, and then you started getting guys like Krug and Falk, and Parayko was going to be your number one guy back there, and they just didn't have the team top to bottom. So they weren't a fringe playoff team at best, but I think they should just blow it up. I mean, I don't know if you have Kyrou and Thomas leading into your next generation of players, especially Kyrou can't play defense. So
he's been way better this year if you look at his numbers. Really good, actually, but he's not scoring. So that's the problem. He's not scoring like he did last year. I mean, he had like 37 goals last year, and he was like a -1 something. He was really bad. But this year he's been really good defensively. And this is I'm going to rob a little bit from the gentleman that came on Strickland, Cam from the Cam and Strickland that came on Kipper and Bourne today, but he's done really good. He was leading in like block shots and block passes and all these analytic stuff they're looking at.
Actually, in straight analytics, he wasn't bad last year either. I know, but no, sorry. He's horrible. What am I talking about? No, he's the same. He's the exact same. Straight analytics, he's the exact same as he was last year. He's horrible. I was looking at the wrong numbers.
Yeah, he was really good. He's done well this year. He's just not scoring. So I think that I don't know how that helps your analytics.
Analytically speaking, he's 1% higher than last year. And last year he was 4%. This year he's 5%. So not great. Okay.
I just think that St. Louis should probably just blow it up instead of trying to retool a little bit. But the problem is they've got guys signed to long-term deals there. Like there's guys that'll be hard to move.
How are you getting rid of Falk? How are you getting rid of? I mean, somebody will always take Letty apparently, and I don't know why, but because his exit pass is good. Besides that, he's terrible all over the ice. He's terrible. That defense is one of the worst in the league. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with that defense. Overpaid and bad. Overpaid.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's a transition. I mean, they're not that far removed from winning a cup. Doug wants to rant a little bit about the Habs, and then I'll go in on my Berube thing. Doug says, Habs give me a migraine. No excuse for that loss with 2 power play chances they get in that game handed to them on a silver platter. Amazing how Ned magically goes from crap in Detroit to good goalie in Pittsburgh. What's funny about you say that, Doug, is I think there are a lot of people that thought Nedeljkovic would be pretty good in Detroit because he was actually pretty good in Carolina. But then Carolina's system, a lot of people said, but I'm not surprised to see him. I think sometimes you see people give up on goalies and defensemen a little early. Anyway, my opinion only. I'm not surprised to see Nedeljkovic. I don't know if he's allowing 3 goals is good. Pittsburgh is not great, and honestly, they need more than just points in a shootout. So they're not really gaining any ground. They're the mediocre team that many of us thought they would be. Warms the cockles in my heart. But Sidney Crosby, guys, he's having an incredible year. Like, just no doubt. Like, it's amazing how good he's playing. So, I am not surprised on the Berube firing just because of what we've seen. I mean, Woodcroft got fired. Like, okay, and then what is the other firing, guys? That's escaping my mind. Dean Evison. So I'm not shocked to see Berube get fired. I think, it was Strickland brought it up a little bit too. And again, this is thanks to Real Kipper and Borden from the Fan 590 in Toronto. Check their show out if you get a chance. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. I get the impression that maybe Doug Armstrong never wanted to hire Berube in the first place, but Berube basically didn't give him a chance. Talk about seize the day, right? I just love that he took advantage of that situation. And look, I mean, guys, he took a team basically in last place, or they were right there, and they won the Stanley Cup. It's unprecedented. And now a lot of teams are going to think they can do it because of if you have the talent and you have the skill and you have the thing. I mean, you also think of who was on that team: Alex Pietrangelo, Jaden Schwartz, Vladimir Tarasenko, the talent that's not there now, right? So
and also the leadership, guys like Alex Steen.
Alex Steen, that former Leaf, right? Former Leaf, Alex Steen. Wasn't Bozak on that team too? And they had Michael Del Zotto. They had a bunch of leader. I know Del Zotto didn't play; he was a black ace, but he got his name on the cup because he worked his ass off. He was there. That was a great interview, by the way. If you get a chance to check out that interview that the Spit and Chicklets boys did with Del Zotto. I was very interested in that. I always was intrigued by a player like him. So it's something. Hold on a second.
If you have Braden Shen as your captain, you're in trouble. Braden Shen should never be a captain of any team, ever. He's not.
Nothing against the guys that are there on St. Louis. I I like all those
Hey,
players.
Gabby, thanks for David Perron. Gabby brought up David Perron. David Perron was huge.
David
Yes,
Perron was there,
another
yeah.
guy out there.
David Perron is solid in the playoffs. Like, if you
Dude,
get
David
that guy-
Perron is the most underrated forward in the NHL. What that guy can do on the half wall and he makes every team he's been on better. He was one of the best players on that Vegas team in the Stanley Cup Finals the Caps played. I was so worried about him. They did a good job holding him. So, yeah. Hey, I'm going to let you guys take over the show real quick. We have all the games are final from the morning, from the 7 o'clock puck drop, 7:30 puck drop. I've got Buffalo, Colorado on. We're 15:44 to go in there. And I think the Kings, has that puck dropped? That puck is dropped, correct? The Kings Jets, that puck is not dropped. That puck is due to be dropped here real soon.
By the way, we completely forgot to mention Ryan O'Reilly.
Oh yeah, and the guy who won the Conn Smythe. We should probably mention him.
You should probably mention Ryan O'Reilly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Ryan O'Reilly was the glue. Once you lost him, what were you think Thomas is going to replace O'Reilly? I don't think so. Yeah. That team is so far gone. It's crazy. Yeah, I think I screwed up on this Buffalo pick. Colorado was freaking going to kick their ass. Yeah. Well, I don't hedge too often, but I got a hedge here. Colorado's going to ruin this game.
Sorry about the break there, guys. This will be a short show tonight, I think. I'm battling a migraine. Rico's got stuff going on. It feels like.
I'm good.
I don't hedge too often, but Colorado's going to ruin this game. This is not going to be pretty at all.
I just have not. So Colorado scored. Brandon's 14th, but I'll just say this: I have been underwhelmed by Colorado all year.
But not this game. There's no.
But the thing is, it's on TNT, and Colorado's just gonna fucking tear them.
Well,
I
took Colorado puck line in this game.
Did you? I took Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I made a mistake because Colorado's going to destroy this game.
I just knew nationally televised game. They're not letting Buffalo go in there and beat them, or else they're going to hear about it for the next fucking month. Oh, they just.
I wonder what I can get now on the puck line. What's the puck line on? Even if I can get minus 130, I'll take it.
It's going to be an ass beating.
This is going to be absolute destruction.
Yeah,
I made a mistake here.
Paying $110 right now.
Well, in regulation, still minus 240. Jeez. So puck line minus 150. I think I'll just keep on betting different things on Colorado all through the game. So I'll take
No, I hear it. Sorry, Perlo.
That beeping?
Yeah, that's on my end, guys. I'll figure that out here. Hold on.
No, it's mine. I'll get out. It's my alarm thing is going off.
No, the beep beep. It's
Yeah,
like a beep.
Yeah, I got a beep. It's mine. I'll get out for a sec.
Okay. All right. I thought it was from. I thought it was from one of our smoke alarms or something in the house, just like the battery going dead. So, yeah, I might let you and Pearlo take over the show if you want to keep going, and then just end the. You can end the stream. You see the banners. So Doug is heavy on the Avs. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad bet, Doug. And here's what I'll say. We'll get to the preview in tomorrow's games. When Singsy comes on, we'll do that to start the show. Because he's a handicapper and big time gambler. So yeah, I live in Anchorage, USA Hockey. Yep, I live in Anchorage, Alaska. Right now. I have since I was 19. So anyway, all right, we got Pearlo back. Okay. If you guys want to carry on the stream. Oh, also they're doing the Eric Johnson tribute tonight. Eric Johnson's first game back in Colorado since he left the team. He's been with the Sabres this year. I actually thought that was a good move by Colorado to let him walk. But I don't know, man. Like that's cool, man. I mean, he was there a long time. Also, speaking of St. Louis Blues, first overall pick, Eric Johnson for the St. Louis Blues. So, and Doug's comments about heavy on the Avs, just after the Mikko Rantanen thing about Lekkonen's dad thing, just to see him be that upset about it. And he of course scores the first goal of the game. Like, I just kind of feel like Colorado might have found a galvanizing thing, which it's weird because the guy's on his own team. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen anything like that?
Okay, what was about that? I've never seen anything like that, but apparently Lekkonen. Are you talking about the Lekkonen thing with? Lekkonen totally agrees with Rantanen. He thinks his father's an idiot too. So he was totally on board with Rantanen what he said. So he's not happy.
This is a let's put it behind us game, and then they're going to ruin Buffalo.
I took -2.5 on Buffalo.
I know. I feel so bad for the Sabres because
on Avalanche. I mean, -2.5.
Everybody loves your new house, Pearlo. They're talking about how classy.
It's my girlfriend's house. Yeah.
Don't say that too loud, or your wife will
come. Don't tell my wife. Yeah.
Smash you in the face.
If you're gonna have a girlfriend, this is the house you want your girlfriend to have right here.
Yeah.
She plays a mean piano.
It's funny, man. I love it. And the cool thing is, USA Hockey is I can go visit Pearlo too, like during the stream. We can do like, check it out. I'm with you, Pearlo. And I brought my Sakic jersey with me. Woo!
Yeah, your piano's on the other side though.
Yeah, I got a different one.
Yeah, come check out my girlfriend's house. Yeah,
you can do it too, Rico. You can do it too.
I know. But it's kind of funny that kid that was in here, or whoever that was in here the other night, said, "Holy Pearlo, what a crib!" Like he legit believed them that was his house.
They did. I was on ice, guys, and they thought that was my house. I was going to run with it.
You need to milk it and say it is your house. And
I was going to run with it for a while, but I said it was.
You just need to run with it for a while.
You just let it over the bag.
And then they said, and then they said, "Well, can you play the piano?" I go, "Yeah, but it's a little sticky right now." So.
And Rico, there's no way I let this out of the bag. I've seen like 100 people use this background. It's the same background for StreamYard. It comes stock. It's a stock background. I try to do people on our chat. I seen Bubba Gambino use it on Pat McAfee show when 75,000 people are watching the show. Like, I didn't let it out of the bag. I don't think anybody thought that was his place. So
the kid in the chat the other night did.
I know. I love it. We'll just
now watch Buffalo will wake up now.
By the way, LA Kings puck drop. I don't know what happened there. They had to redrop the pucks or something. Like 6 seconds ticked away. Kings win the draw.
But
I like the
buddy,
Kings in this game, by the way.
I like
have
the
the
Kings
best
too, but
backdrop
I'm
of
a
any
little
streamer I've
wary. I'm a little wary of the Kings in this one.
Beard
Say what
has
you-
the number one backdrop of any streamer I've seen. So, and yours
I
is
took
great.
Petrano and what's his name to score.
Yeah, mine's real. Mine's real.
I know.
Like,
Like you got the sickest studio I've seen out of any streamer.
I try. Okay, let's preview tomorrow's games.
And then you're gonna head out, and then Rico and I can just go off, or what?
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk you guys through ending the stream. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I got a migraine right when the show started.
Don't worry, man. Rico and I will go on.
So tomorrow I will be with you. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be also streaming with Off the Wall Hockey. So we might start to stream a little bit. We might start, depending on how late the Capitals Flyers game goes, we might start to stream at like 5 minutes after 10. So not a long time, but just a little bit. Just enough for me to, and honestly, I'll be right here anyway. But
I haven't even looked at tomorrow's games yet. So
we have 8 games. So the first game we're going to preview is Flyers at Capitals.
Yeah.
Have the odds. So if you guys have the odds, because for whatever reason, NHL's not putting the odds on there anymore. I guess I could go to my phone. Because
Philadelphia is minus 140 in that game.
Oh, yeah, the Caps are a plus 120. I like Philly in that game. I'm going to go.
I don't know about that, dude. They've been on the road forever.
We'll go draw.
On the road forever. I seriously think Washington could pull that one off.
I like Washington there.
I think Washington, at the very least, I could see a draw. Philadelphia's been on the road forever, man. Oh my gosh.
Washington will bully them in that game. Philly won't.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Washington will take that one. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So USA Hockey, we've been getting a shit ton of snow. This year we've easily gotten 70 inches in Anchorage. It's different all over the state because it's so massive, man. It's a fifth the size of the United States. It's literally different across Anchorage. Like it'll be 10, 15 degrees colder on the east side of Anchorage, just to answer your question about the weather. That's what I spent most of my day doing, was clearing snow today. So just like I spent yesterday and the day before. Yeah, I raked my roof, which if you can Google it if you don't know what it is. Anyway, Pearlo knows. Edmonton, they get the snow. So how about Blue Jackets at Maple Leafs? Blue Jackets at Maple Leafs. I'm gonna just go right away and say Maple Leafs all day long.
Colorado scored again, and I'm saying the opposite. I think Columbus wins that game.
Really?
Leafs by $1 million.
You like Columbus in this game, Perlo?
They always lose to teams like this. Are you kidding me?
That's true. That's true. The Leafs always play down. Nobody punches down to their competition.
Is the daddies are there. Papas are there for Toronto. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Maybe they actually wake up in this game. So I might leave it alone because it's a dad's trip game. So
yeah, I'm going with the Leafs, man. They're on I'm going on the Leafs. We're going on the Leafs there.
They just always lose these games.
I don't disagree with that either, but
not with the dads in the games.
Yeah, not with the dads. I agree with you. I got, and they're back.
Maybe you're right, not with the dads. At the very least,
it hasn't been like a road trip, really.
At the very least,
with the Leafs and not the dads, maybe. But
I think Toronto first period puck line might be good, but I don't know.
I'd like to hear what the ice guys have to say.
I hate it when Toronto plays these bad teams because they lose to them all the time. Let's see what the record is if you have time. I don't want to take your time because I know you're not feeling well, but let's look. I bet you, they do have a winning record with them.
Leafs by $1 million. Don't overthink it, Perlo.
The last time they played at home, they beat them.
It's gonna happen.
Colorado scored again. Good thing I took -2.5.
Oh, it's going to be an ass beating. No spit, no lube, sandpaper finish.
Yeah, this is over. This is done. Done. Good thing I took -2.5.
Straight from the chick. That's straight from the chicklets there, eh?
Yeah, that's brutal.
Sandpaper finish.
Over. This is over. No loop, no nothing. No sandpaper.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So next, okay, I might get you with Toronto because the dads are there. That'll keep them on the straight and narrow. And
Yeah, I'm sticking with Toronto. I love the Blue Jackets too. I wish they were better. It sucks that they're not, but
yeah,
I think he ends up leading that team in goals by the end of the year. He looked so good the last game I watched them.
This
play.
is the next game's an interesting one.
Yeah, Hurricanes at Red Wings. I do not know what to make of the Hurricanes.
I'll tell you right now, Carolina all day long. After that losing streak, they just got a win. Now they're momentum off that win. Detroit's been on the road for a couple days.
Detroit's shorthanded without Perron, without Larkin. I agree with that, Rico. I think that's
Carolina. I don't like the price at -170, so I'll take it in regulation too.
If the Vegas has a favorite, it's not a surprise. Here's one I like: Flames at Wild.
There's another team, Minnesota, that's been on the road for a while. Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Kraken. Now they're home against Calgary again. I like the Flames on the road in that game.
How about Igor Sharangovich leading the Flames in goals? What that trade's working out.
Yeah, the thing is, the Flames also had just played some really rough games though. Vegas, Colorado, like really tough games. And now they're going to Minnesota. This is a draw all day long.
Yeah, I like the draw.
Draw. So draw.
Yeah.
This is a draw.
Actually, that is a good draw because Calgary is going to go back home after this and play Tampa and Florida, and then they go to Anaheim. So, yeah, this is a draw. I like
Even if Calgary does get ahead, they're going to try to hold on, and Minnesota will probably do it. And you know what Minnesota.
Doug said. Oh, sorry, Pearlo. Doug said the Canes just had a players meeting, so you don't want to bet against that.
Well, they had that meeting before the Ottawa game.
Oh, okay. And didn't they dominate Ottawa? By the way, that Kochetkov, we showed it on the stream last night, that Kochetkov poke check on Brady Tkachuk. I watched that another 10 times today. It was cracking me up. And I love Brady Tkachuk, man. But I just love how Kochetkov's like, nope. Anyway, sorry, Pearl, finish your thought.
I would take draw every single period and the end of the game. I agree with that. Yeah, and probably the under too. I don't see a lot of goals being scored here. Under too.
I think that game's going to be tighter than a horse's ass in fly season. Give me the draw.
Yeah, you don't want to watch this game. This game is not a watchable game, I don't think.
That's an 8 Eastern too, so Senators at Blues. I wonder with the Blues firing the coach, you just feel like the Senators have been done. Hey, Pearlo, before we go into this game, Tim Peel tweeted this out, and I thought of you. Tim Peel said, Ann Lauer should have Craig Berube on a flight to Ottawa tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
I think Berube would be an awesome fit for Ottawa. See you, DJ Smith. That's the guy, right? He's fresh off a Stanley Cup, and his record was ridiculous.
Any one of the last 3 coaches fired. Any one of them.
Yeah, I just think Berube fits that Ottawa roster and could get them to play the gritty, tough game. But
Brady
honestly,
would love to play for Craig Berube. Imagine
I agree with that.
Guys like Claude Giroux playing for Berube. Giroux's been a great player for Ottawa. It's just
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but let's
that
not
makes
kid
sense
ourselves
too because you got the Philadelphia connection with Giroux too, right?
Let's not kid ourselves about Ottawa. Their problems have been goaltending too.
They're just bad coaching. They're
11 and 12, and they have no overtimes.
Yeah, but they have no idea what they're doing out there, dude. They're just playing a pure offensive press game. But besides that, there's no structure to that team at all. Like Smith should have been gone long time ago.
I love hearing from Gabby. Gabby says Tarasenko, who played well with Berube, and then he said he'd be very excited. Gabby is our resident Ottawa Senators fan. I would be most excited for Batherson with Berube. Yeah, I'd love to see that, Gabby. I just want to see Ottawa do well. Those fans deserve to see a winner. Are
we seriously getting an over 6.5 in that Edmonton Tampa Bay game? That's my play of the year.
Well, Tampa Bay is not good this year defensively, like you've said from the get, Perlo. So I can't believe Zach Hyman leaves Edmonton in goals. I can't believe that.
The
That's
Leafs
so
would
weird.
have loved to have him around this year.
Can you
Oh,
possibly see an under there? Like
No, I would not bet the under. I'd definitely take the over. Watch it be a 1-0 game.
No way. No way.
Not possible with
No
those
way.
teams, I don't think. Yeah, I'm taking Edmonton in this one.
The only
Edmonton
thing
has
that's
gotten
crazy-
this win streak, though. I feel like they haven't really played anybody that's that great, and they've caught a bunch of teams on back-to-backs at home. So we'll see. I want to see them get back out on the road and play some LA, Vegas. Like, let me see them against those teams, and we'll see. But I mean, 8 in a row, there's nothing to be,
they're not beating Vegas. Maybe 2 times out of 10 times they'll beat Vegas.
What did you guys take between Ottawa and St. Louis?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Well, who did I take? I
like the Blues.
Well, with the coaching change, Drew Bannister, nobody knows who the hell he is.
He coached in the AHL for 10 years, man. He's been with them.
I'm taking
Kyrou and all those guys played for him. I mean, so it's not like he's unfamiliar. They brought up their AHL coach. It's exactly what Edmonton did with Woodcroft. Fuck off. You can't just fucking blow a guy off.
I don't. Not against Ottawa. Against the different team.
That's exactly what Edmonton did with Woodcroft. I mean, what are you fucking doing, man?
Yeah,
don't shit on the guy. Give him a chance.
No, give him a chance, but I'm not giving him a chance in this game.
Every time they fire a coach,
I think Ottawa destroys him this game.
I take Ottawa too.
I'm going with the Blues. Fuck you, haters.
No, I'm not. That roster is horrible.
I don't hate.
It would be different. Okay, when you change from Edmonton to a different coach, they've got a roster that can play a certain way. You're talking about firing Craig Berube because he's the problem when he's nowhere near the problem. And neither was the coach for the Oilers either, but they gave up on that coach. St. Louis didn't give up on the coach. They just suck. Period. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The coach.
Yeah, but what about in Edmonton? Because
Edmonton, they gave up on the coach because they don't want to play a zone defense. That's why. They're going to do, like I said, in Edmonton, they're going to kick ass in the regular season.
That's how they win. That's how they're built.
They're going to kick ass in the regular season. They're going to lose in the first round. You heard it here.
Yeah.
They're going to lose
and
in the
it is
first
what it
round.
is. You can't teach a dog new tricks. Edmonton plays a certain way, and Pearlo's right. You can't bring in a coach to teach him how to play a different way because then fucking everybody's frustrated.
Well, you can't teach them a certain way if nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Tippett couldn't do it. They won't do it. Simple as that. Simple as that. And they're going to lose in the first round, and I don't know if they'll ever learn their lesson, but whatever. St. Louis should just have a bad team.
And there's been some good coaches that have been through the Edmonton Oilers bench that have come and gone.
The best coach they had was Mac T, and he was telling them the same thing.
Or Todd McLennan was good too. Todd McLennan.
Dave Tippett was not a bad coach.
No, he's not a bad coach.
That's what I mean. Edmonton's had some good coaches behind their bench, but like Pearlo said, if the guys don't want to buy in and play that way, it's not going to work.
I think Edmonton's problems start and begin with the owner of that franchise.
With their system.
No, but I mean, I think the owner is a problem.
Yeah, because he wants to be in 1980. Yeah, I agree with you. He wants to play the 1980s way, and it just doesn't win today. Remember when Florida made it and everybody, Huberdeau was amazing. No, he's not. He's flying the zone all day. I was like, they're going to lose in the first round all day. I think they beat Washington. So after Washington, that was over.
And like they could have easily lost that series to Washington easily.
Yeah, Washington outplayed them a lot of the time. They shouldn't.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. Well, and then they go get Maurice, and they look like a totally different team. And they trade away Huberdeau for Matt Tkachuk, and boy, that's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Well, then they changed.
All I can tell you is I love watching the Oilers, and I love seeing them play like this. So. Like, this is Oilers hockey. So
yeah, they're playing good hockey, man. I don't want to crap on them. I definitely do we pick So you two had Ottawa. I had the Blues. Oilers and Lightning. I'm taking the Oilers.
Oh yeah,
I just
Oilers
don't like how Tampa Bay is playing right now.
Oilers will win that game for sure.
Yeah, I said it last show. I'm taking the Oilers until they show me that they're not getting back into this playoff race.
Oh,
But
Vasilevsky
hey,
and net,
Kucherov with 19 goals and 28 assists. What if he just goes off?
with Vasilevsky and net, you might get a 3.5 team total over for Edmonton. That's the play right there.
Hey, I love Rick, our Canadian legend, Rick Smith. Speed teams are not what wins cups. It's grinders and muckers plus shit disturbers. Yeah.
Well, speed teams are okay, but you can't play man on man and leave your man system like Edmonton does. You can't.
Well, that's why Bernie Nichols never won a cup. He said corners are for stamps and bus stops.
LA's up 1-0 on Winnipeg already.
Oh yeah, I just saw the goal. Adrian Kempe. Oh man, no, Kopitar. Dude, what the hell was Lowry doing there?
Shit, we had Winnipeg first
Standing
period.
there like a goon.
Okay.
Okay.
I got LA first period and LA full game.
I thought you took Winnipeg
Hey,
first.
Kyle, hey, we didn't talk
No,
about
I
this.
did not take
Oh
Winnipeg.
shit! Whoa,
Why did
shit!
you-
Bonus. Why is Bonus losing his mind? What's happening?
I never
What's
took
happening?
Winnipeg.
No, what happened? Something happened in this game. Bonus has got Bonus looks like he's gonna run out on the ice.
I thought you took the Jets first period, Perlo.
What the
LA was-
fuck?
No,
is
I
happening?
did not take
What
the
is
Jets
happening?
first period. That was
What is
against San Jose. I took the Jets first period and I lost. I didn't take the Jets first period. I took LA first period.
Oh shit! Maybe I tailed you on that one, and I forgot it was from
I
yesterday.
don't know what the hell he was bitching about. I mean, there was nothing weird about that goal. No, Rick Bonus looked like he was going to run out on the ice and sucker punch Kelly Sutherland. Like he was pissed. Anyway, guys, yeah, USA Hockey Kings are up 1-0. Kopitar. The fucking okay. The puck was just sitting there, like it wasn't covered. Fucking Lowry and them are just standing there. I don't know. They must have thought there was a whistle or something. I don't know. Weird. Capes, come here, guy. Come here, guy. If you want to come, okay. One of my dogs is trying to get my attention, I think. Sens need to fire their goalie coach, Andrew says. Well, I think they need to fire their head coach. I would love Craig Berube on that. It's Ottawa Senators.
You might have a point there because look what Talbot is doing. They've
So we're
never
all-
had anything to do well there.
We're all on the Oilers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Blackhawks Kraken. I'm gonna take Seattle in this. They're coming off a big win. They stomped Florida 4-0 the other day. That was a huge win. They are starting to get back on track.
I agree. I agree
yeah,
with
Me
that.
too.
And the Blackhawks are Bedard, basically Bedard light. They don't have any, but I mean, it sucks that Perry and I thought LA just about scored again. It sucks that Perry and Taylor Hall aren't there. At the very least, it would sure be nice to see Taylor Hall out there with. Again, what a good move by Boston trading him, though. The guy can never stay healthy, man.
Yeah, Perlo, you took Winnipeg first period, Perlo. I swear you did because of that.
No, I
showing in
didn't.
San
I
Diego
took
last night.
LA. Look at my. You can go into my thing and see.
I thought he tweeted it out, Rico. You can read his picks.
I took LA minus 0.5 first period. I did not take Winnipeg.
Okay, sorry. Kind of fighting with the microphone here.
But you know what? I think I did forget to put the Kings in regulation in there. But
Rick Smith says Seattle 4-2 game. He likes 4-2. I love it, Rick.
that's
Okay.
that's not a bad play. But yeah, that sounds.
Panthers. You guys, we're all on Seattle then in that game?
Yeah.
Okay. The last game of the evening, Panthers at Canucks. I'm riding with the Canucks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah,
They're playing good hockey again. Panthers looked really bad against Seattle, too. I don't know what's going on there.
yeah, but that might be the bad thing is that they're coming off that loss against Seattle. They might have been looking ahead here. I think it's going to be a more competitive game than.
Yeah, let's hope this is like a 3-2 game. By the way, the early games were great. The early games were great tonight, man. I mean, Pittsburgh wins in the shootout. It was like a 15-round shootout, 4-3. Devils win in overtime 2-1 against the Bruins. That was Devils got to win a lot of games, so they need to keep winning. I love that you guys hit the Morgan Geeky goal scoring prop. That was just awesome.
Yeah.
And then the Ducks and Islanders. That was a great game, 4-3. Islanders scored the game winner on a shorthander. So that was with like a minute 30 left. And then these late games, the Kings game is close, too early to say, 8 minutes left to go.
I'm sending you my picks for that Kings minus 0.5 right now, Rico.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I just
I saw you tweet
Buffalo scores.
Okay, well, that's still 3-1. Good. They needed to get on the board. That's huge for them getting on the board, man.
Yeah, but I got mine. That was their first shot. Second shot.
Dude, this Zach Benson kid can play. He scored his first goal.
That was his Benson scored, was it?
It was Zach Benson. Zach Benson.
I had Benson Pro.
Oh, I missed taking his goal prop.
Are you kidding me? I had Benson.
Yeah, nice. Dude, hey, by the way, my migraine's gone. I'm not leaving.
Oh, you're not leaving?
We have 10 people in the chat. You guys are crushing it with your bets. This is what's growing this show, man. You're just crushing it. I agree that Dave Tippett was a great coach.
Yeah, I had Benson over plus 450, dude.
Dude, Pearlo, tell me you laid that bet down.
Yeah, Benson.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
He's on the top line. Like, you're going to give me plus 450 for a kid that has the skill he does, and he's on the top line today? Yeah, I'm taking that all day. I freaking took it.
Oh, nice. I missed that prop, and I was going to take it too. I don't know how I missed it. I got involved with Viardi.
I've also got Luukkonen over 27.5 saves, which looks like that's going to hit as long as he can save some here going forward.
Did you guys see?
I'll tell you what I got. I got Tucked over 2.5 shots, Skinner over 2.5 shots, Peterka over 2.5 shots, Laukkanen over 27.5 saves, Benson to score a goal, and Dahlin over 2.5 shots.
I got Dahlin over shots too.
So just your Remchuk from Daily Faceoff had the Dahlin over shots too. Hey, Daily Parlay from our buddy Singsy, who's going to come on next Tuesday. He had a 4-leg parlay plus 609. He had Let's Go Pins to win, they won. Avs winning, they're winning 3-1. Isles to win, they won, and Go Kings go. So if he hits that, I think he's going to hit it too. And you guys are crushed it tonight. So, did you guys see Benson's? Did you see his first goal?
Just got a penalty, I think, or was it Buffalo?
There's only 18 seconds to go.
I've also got Colorado props too. So right now, Buffalo's not shooting.
King scored again.
Oh, that's a slew foot.
King scored again.
Slew footed, whoever that was.
Oh yeah, Rantanen just slew footed Dylan Cousins. Yeah, that was a slew foot.
I got Makar over 2.5 shots, Nichushkin over 2.5 shots.
Hey, don't they review slew foots as could be a
but he was really gentle about it, so I don't think that.
Oh, it was a gentle slew foot.
It was a gentle slew foot. If you
by the way, Kings are up 2-0. Alex Lafreniere. I think he's the Harvard kid, right?
I thought I took the Kings in regulation.
Yeah, Zach Benson, USA Hockey, plays for the Buffalo Sabres. He was a high pick. Like 2 years ago?
Last year. I had Kings versus Jets over 1.5 first period too, so I got that.
Yeah, you did. It's a good night.
I thought I had Jets in regulation, but I guess not.
No.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good day.
I'll show the one he scored against the Caps. That makes me so happy. As a Caps second overall, Rick says, yeah. Was he second overall?
Who's that?
Benson?
No,
Was he?
he wasn't second overall.
I don't think he was second overall, Rick.
No, he was.
No,
he was.
no,
a
no,
low, he
no,
was
no, no. It was Bedard, Fantilli, and Leo Carlson. Or Will Smith.
Benson was down
I think
there.
he was a top 10. Yeah.
He was in. No, I think he was a middle round pick or something like that, somewhere like that. I guess we can find out. But they got a good one there for sure.
Big kid,
No doubt
too.
about that.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'll share that goal. Here's his first goal here. Oh, so well, you get an RA. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, see, I love RA's setup, but look at your setup compared to RA's setup, man.
Well, that's not even RA's regular setup. This is
Yeah, I know. He looks like he's in a fucking broom closet.
This is like his old apartment. Yeah. Anyway, Google that. Zach Benson goal. So, well, we've been going an hour, boys. We've been going an hour. Can you believe it?
Yeah, but we're having a good time, so just keep her going. This is fun.
Okay.
Knocking on.
So we will be live tomorrow, just for all our fans that come on right at the start time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 6 Alaska. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I don't want to mess with the YouTube working or not. It's it just didn't. It was giving me weird vibes, so I don't know why it switched over to that. I paused it, and then when I tried to play it, so plus Go Caps is in here for you, Pearlo. He says, "Hey, Go Caps."
Go Caps is in. Hey, how you doing, man? Shoot, I'm looking at everything.
Hey,
I'm not looking.
Hey,
at
Rick
the chat.
Smith has a question for you, Pearlo.
What's that?
Do you play the piano?
No, I don't. My girlfriend does though.
You don't play that Steinway in the back there?
No, that's like I said. My girlfriend plays the piano.
Rico, we got to get one for you, man. We got to get one for you.
I play with my girlfriend on the piano.
Yeah, what?
But I don't play the piano.
Have fun at your bowling Christmas party. No, yeah. We need to like where it looks like the sports Taj Mahal or something. I love it. This is working out great. And I don't know what changes Pearlo made, but you've looked great, Pearlo. It's been awesome.
I did nothing, dude. I did nothing.
I don't care. It's good.
I gained like 20 pounds. Maybe that was a problem.
Your weight was changing.
Yeah, my weight.
Rico, your background's actually awesome. Your house is fine. But I know you were going to do like a man cave, but I know that plans have changed. That's probably
I'm thinking no. I'm going to have a man cave. We got to wait.
No, I was talking to Rico, Pearlo. You can do whatever you want. Yours is great.
I see. I didn't know you were talking about Rico. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But I am going to too.
Yeah, I will, but
I guess my studio is sort of my man cave in here, but
do you know if the Ice Guys had that Benson prop?
they did, I think. That's where I got it from, and I forgot to use it.
Oh, did they? You got it from there?
Mm-hmm. That's where I heard it.
Oh, okay.
I love that you guys hit the Morgan. That's +7. What would you have gotten if you would have put a parlay of Morgan Geeky and Zach Benson?
Oh,
you probably would have got like +1,000.
I would have been able to afford a fucking piano like Pearlo's house.
Yeah,
I would have put 100 on it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want. Yeah, I'm more enthralled with the fireplace with the mantle. I like that,
dude. Until it's all fun and games until we see Pearlo's freaking wife walk up to that piano and start playing it.
Oh man, how great would that be?
if my wife
It's
walks
actually
up to that
Bruno's
piano
house
and
where the
starts,
virtual background came from.
if my
KQ
wife
love.
starts walking up to that piano and starts playing it, I'm probably dead already before she starts. That would be it. Yeah. No, that's a nice piano. It's a nice piano. So I got the
Mickey Ultras.
Light beers, they
Which
keep
is-
the belly down, man. I drink a lot of them, though. That's the
I was
problem.
gonna say, isn't Michelob Ultra like the lightest beer you could buy?
It's 4%. It's like Coors Light and Bud Light, but it
I
just
think
doesn't.
I think
have all the
Miller
sugar.
Lite's right there with it, but
it's
I think
strong for American beer.
Yeah, true.
Perlo, we're getting some light behind your head. I don't know what's happening there.
Well, I'll shut that light off. It's my
Oh
kitchen.
yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You don't. If you just move where you are now, it's not a It's not a factor.
Well, I
So
can
I
just
think
shut
if
the
you
light
sit
off.
back, it just bleeds through. Yeah, you're good.
Now
You're good.
it's not going to.
Yeah, but now you're too dark, so you should put it back on.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, just put it back on. You're good. If you were just sitting a little closer, it was completely not a factor.
Turn it back on. Yeah. Yeah.
Blue Moon is actually a Coors product.
I don't even know what that is.
Coors? You don't know what Coors is?
Oh, Coors. I don't know what Blue Moon is. Though. I've never. Heard
Yeah, that's Andrew is saying try Blue Moon, Rico.
Yeah, I think I've tried it before, but I'll have to give another shot.
I usually go with the I don't really drink beer anymore, so just because there's stuff in it that is not good for my diet. But I mean, I can have vodkas all day. That's probably not good either.
Beards just sticks to the Russian gas.
Just stick to the. I had so many Bloody Marys when I was in Toronto because I drank so much. It was like next day, I'm like, oh, hair of the dog, Bloody Mary. And Perlo doesn't drink, so we don't have to.
I know all about hair of the dog, though. The reason why I don't drink. Yeah, I didn't have. I didn't have a hangover for 10 years.
There you go.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Perlo. Yeah, I don't drink in the morning or the afternoon stuff, but like once 10 o'clock hits, I'll just start cracking open Michelob Ultras.
What's a sixer from? What's the liquor store? The FCBO or what's the liquor store there?
FCBO, yeah.
Isex in the chat. What's up, Isex?
That's something where we're. Oh, Isex is in the chat.
So,
What's the liquor store? FCBO. What is it?
No, in Alberta it's different. We're private.
No, but Ottawa. What's Ottawa? Or
in Ontario, it's the LCBO.
LCBO. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
it's
tax the shit out of liquor, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
they do that here in Alaska too. What's the? We don't have a sales tax or income tax, but hey, I gotta say, Spicy 4K. I'm a Modelo guy. I love me some Modelo. Modelo and a lime. Nothing beats Modelo and a lime. I love that beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out what Ice's dogs are tomorrow. He's like the best. He's like the best at dogs. The best thing is how he explains how he takes the dogs. Like he hits his dogs a lot, but his explanation is like, what?
He says he's free tonight. You want to come on the show, Ice? I'll DM you the link.
Oh,
And
I'm sure
you can come on. You don't have to come on screen. You can come on. You can do like Rico. You can you could go like Rico.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes on our Twitter stuff when we do it every once in a while, but he's busier than hell right now because he's a cab driver at Christmas time, right? So he's like really busy, but
he's giving it to us. I got it for you right here, Perlo. Pins have straw. There you go. Pins have straw.
Devils minus one. Yeah, but I'm talking about tomorrow, not today, dude.
He wants to know your tomorrow ones, Ice.
Tomorrow, dude.
Ice, if you want to come on the show, I'll DM your Twitter and you can come on the show. You don't have to come on screen. If you don't want to come on screen, you can just Come on, audio.
He comes on the screen over at Ice Guys all the time.
I know, but I don't assume anybody wants to, Perlo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he probably would do it, but yeah, he's a Jersey dude, freaking cab driver, just exactly what you think a Jersey cab driver would be.
Ice, you need to come in and see my buddy Singsy on Tuesday when we have him on the show. He's a Jersey guy too. He's a retired Air Force guy, but big time gambler. He's a little bit of a I reached out to Kim. We're gonna have Kim maybe next week or the week after, Andrew. So we're gonna have her. But thank you for reminding me. But anyway, Ice, he's a retired Air Force guy, big time gambler guy. I think he's gonna hit his 4-leg parlay tonight.
So he took the Jackets too. He took the Jackets.
I love when you take those shots, man. I love when you take them. And
if Martin Jones starts for the Leafs, which I don't think he will,
he played last game.
Seriously, you think that it's going to change because Samsonov is in? Really? You think that's going to change? That's what I love about his freaking leans. Like Samsonov is terrible too. They're both terrible. But yeah, he's a big goalie guy. He's got all the stats on which teams do well with which goaltender. Yeah, it's killer, dude. Killer.
We have 12 people in the chat, man.
Take the draw.
I'm telling you, the growth of this channel is solely because you and Rico have done so well with your gambling. I think.
No way. Yeah,
I do, man. I think you guys have been hitting on your picks.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but sometimes you gotta. If you follow Rico and I on picks, you're gonna make crap loads of money. Simple as that. It's just Rico's a freaking rock.
I don't think between the three of us there's anybody on the maybe Stephen Ellis. I don't think people watch as much hockey as we do.
I don't
all
know.
Three of us snap it around pretty good.
I seriously think that the reason why people watch is because we're just like we're so different, but work together so well. We're freaking. It's so much fun. I have so much fun doing this. And
I have a question for you, bro.
We just go off the board. We talk about whatever.
I took Benson. Yeah. I took Benson. Apparently the Ice Guys had Benson too. I didn't know, but yeah, you put Benson on the top line in Buffalo for sure. You're gonna take that for sure. Yeah. What was the other one I had that we hit? What was the other one?
You had the Morgan Geeky one. I'll be right back.
Morgan Geeky. Yeah. Morgan Geeky. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was a pretty pick off the bat. I was all over it. Get it? Nerdy pick. Geeky. Such a nerd pick.
So, okay, if New Jersey gets a goaltender, let's talk about that, Rico.
What?
Well, I don't know if they need a goaltender. They just need to play Schmidt because he's playing really, really well right now.
Or play like he did against Boston, play a little bit more of a defensive game. But Boston played a defensive game, so New Jersey still outshot him by plenty.
New Jersey pulled it out, though.
Yeah. No, I like the Devils there.
Gregor, yeah. It's that Gregor, if you look at his he's a guy that just plays like pure offense. And he doesn't have a lot of talent, but he's really good at holding the zone in the offensive zone. So I can see why they're putting him on the top line there. Yeah, he'll probably pot a couple being up there for sure. I don't know how long he's going to stay up there, though. Because I don't know if you can play like that every single game. You know what I mean? Like, there's not too many players that can play like Gregor does every single game.
You like the Gregor goal thing here,
You know what? Gregor's actually earned it because Matthew Nyes hasn't really been putting up points lately. So why not try Gregor up there? Because when Gregor gets a look on that fourth line, the guy actually game in and game out, he gets some pretty good looks at the net. So
I'm not saying he shouldn't be there right now, but I just don't know if long term he's going to be able to hold on. You know, and Nyes,
I think long term he might be able to as he gets more
chemistry. He likes
it's all about chemistry too. Putting him out there for one game, it's going to be tough for him to do something with two new players, especially top guys.
Yeah, he likes the black.
He's going to go get the puck just like Nyes does, but he's a little more veteran.
Ice-X is taking the Hawks ML tomorrow.
Yeah, but he said he likes the Kraken to win, which we were picking winners. I never do the money line. I just picked a winner. Because I don't have it up here. It's too much of a pain in the ass. They don't even put the – what are the NHL doing not putting the odds on their website? Stupid.
No, I agree with what you said, Beard. Like you go through a long stretch where you don't win and then you catch a win like that with Kraken.
Yeah,
I think you got to go with them the next game too, especially
they're at home.
The
Blackhawks are not good.
They're horrible.
They're just not good.
Yeah, they're terrible.
The Kraken have not been bad. They've lost a bunch of one-goal games. They're just not getting the goaltending.
Blackhawks are going to win a game. Blackhawks are going to win a game when they catch a team off an off night or a bad spot or at home where they get their line matchup. But the Blackhawks going on the road this time of year, as the year goes on, when wins start to become more important for teams instead of earlier in the year, I think you're going to start seeing people fading the Blackhawks, especially since Perry's gone.
Yeah, especially Perry. I was just going to say that once Perry was gone, I mean, what?
Yeah, he likes
the Kraken stuck with empty netters. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he likes the Kraken and OT. Yeah,
you don't want to. So he's saying that you don't want to take them on the puck line because they don't score empty netters too often. Oh, there's two beauties.
I got Bone and Capes. KP, nice. Short for Kung Fu Panda.
Beard, who names all your dogs, Beard? Is it you or the wifey?
Okay, so Bone came with the name. Moose came with his name, but we call him Poochin, really. He doesn't get called Moose. And then Flynn, the other white dog, he came with that name. The only dog we've actually named is this guy. He came with the name Jake, and we were like, nah, we're not calling him a human name, so we call him KP, but it's really like Capes and Mapes. But KP is short for Kung Fu Panda. So, because he looks like he's a little bear. He's my little bear. He's usually a little more furry. They just got haircuts last week. I don't know. Yeah.
So two things for you. A, why don't you call them human names? And B,
well, we knew if we knew somebody with the name Jake that was like in our circle of friends, so we're like, we're not gonna name a dog. And he had the name, so we just keep the names that come with the breeders. It's just easier. I don't think we care. Yeah. But
my second question was, you ever think of just calling them hockey player names?
That would, yeah, OV, but my wife would not go for it. We would just fight over it all the time.
You'd have to take a Ranger's name. You'd have to call him like
our family dog. We named it Cujo.
Yeah, and then our boy not take hockey. His dog's name is Crosby.
You'd have to take King or something like that. The King.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lundqvist. You could go Lundqvist.
Lundy.
Or
Lundy.
Henrik,
or Lundy. Just Lundy.
Yeah.
Or if you're a Hawks fan, you could call your dogs Kane and Taze.
Well, Messier would be a good name for a dog. You could go Messier, right? Or Mess.
Did Cozen's turtle? Yeah, he did turtle. Totally turtled. Totally turtled. Yeah.
I'll just say this, like, Cousins is a middleweight. Gabranskin's a heavyweight. He wasn't going to do anything anyway. I don't.
Well, why are you going after a heavyweight? Why are you finishing your check like that on a heavyweight? You got to know your role there.
Well, I'll talk, but wait a second. I'll talk about this a little more. Back in the day, what would happen is if you did something like that, the middleweight wouldn't fight the heavyweight. You'd have another heavyweight on your team that would come
out. Tony Twist and
everybody's getting mad because
Cousins
wouldn't fight.
Get him,
but they wouldn't have fought back in the day either. So they wouldn't have fought back in the day. There would have been another guy come out and fight for him. And then after the game, that guy who fought him would tell Cousins, stop doing that stupid shit because I don't want to have to go.
Alex Tuck just hit the post. Yeah, but Domi wasn't really a heavyweight. Domi was a heavyweight. What am I saying? Domi was 5'8", but he was a heavyweight. So Domi fought Probert and all the baddest dudes ever. Yeah. You know what I love about Ty Domi's career? He got better. Like, I think his last year in the league, he had like close to 20 goals. Like, he kept getting better offensively, which was great.
He worked on his game the whole
time. I would have loved to have seen the Leafs win a cup with like Sundin and Domi and Tucker.
Ty Domi was a freak of nature, dude.
Dude, I love Domi. I love Domi.
Oh, that was
if you don't like Ty Domi, you don't like hockey.
Yeah, like we were talking about that on the others. We're talking about the guy freaking had a piston for a freaking arm when he fought. It was insane. Yeah.
And he was so close to the ground that when he fell down to the ground, he got back up right away because he was only that tall and he was just swinging up and swinging around.
The gravity was insane, man. It was crazy.
It was like a bulldog fighting a Doberman. That's what it was.
Yeah, I also think he has one of those rare people that has like a head that just is not going to take any damage. You know,
my favorite fighter of all time, I think we talked about this before, was Matthew Barnaby. I love Matthew Barnaby. The freaking Popeye move. Like, come on.
I will reach out to Matthew Barnaby and see if he wants to come on the podcast.
Oh, I would freaking. I would
be now. Did you guys see Rob Ray get hit in the head with the puck in the middle of the game, and he's all bleeding from the forehead? This happened like a day or so ago, and nothing happened at all. He was like, "No, I'm fine. I got to fix my glasses because my notes are all bloody and stuff." But he was like calm as all can be. It was hilarious. Oh,
maybe God, Rob Ray. Nose. He probably thought maybe he'll have a free nose job.
So in the States, we had this ESPN commercial where the guy comes in, like a package guy comes into ESPN, and they're like, ID, please. And the guy's like, oh, I can't. And Rob Ray comes around the corner and starts beating his ass. And he goes, when he asks for ID, give him ID. And Barry Melrose walks in. He goes, hey, Robbie. And he goes, hey, coach. He stops hitting him for a while. And then he hits the guy again. He pulls over his like FedEx thing. I love Rob Ray. Mainstay on the MSG Buffalo Sabres things. Jody Shelley, a bad dude. You know who I was going to say for the Leafs underrated, rest in peace? Wade Belak. That dude was a beast. Yeah. That dude was, and he was a monster, man. Yeah. You did not want to fight that guy. That's why I love Tom Wilson, man. He's such a unicorn.
I love Tom Wilson too.
Either, eh? Belak did not want to be a fighter. He did not want that job, but he knew that he had to stay in the NHL if he was going to fight.
The only way he was going to get an NHL contract was to do that. It was like Louis DeBrusk, too. Louis DeBrusk did not want that job either. But
no, Belak hated it, man. I read up a lot about him.
Look at Panger and Samuelson like talking to each other. Is that Ulf's kid, right? I think that's Ulf's kid that plays for Buffalo, Matthias Samuelson.
It is, yeah. Matthias Samuelson, yeah. It is Ulf's kid. Yeah.
Fuck. Who did you hate more in the NHL, Darius Kasparaitis or Ulf Samuelson?
Oh, I loved Kasparaitis. I loved him. I loved him.
I love the villains. I've always loved the villains.
I loved how that guy played, man. That's when I liked Pittsburgh.
The only one I didn't like was what's that?
Rangers. Oh, it's Kel Samuelson. Sorry. Matthias Samuelsson is Kjell's
Kjell
son.
Samuelsson.
That Ulf Samuelsson's son is playing in the league somewhere, I think.
Yeah, it's playing in Buffalo. That's
That's Kjell Samuelsson's son. They just showed it on the screen. Sorry.
They pronounce it Kjell Samuelsson.
Kjell Samuelsson.
Ajell.
Oh,
Kjell.
I see.
Yeah, they
Sorry,
name it Kjell.
it's not Ulf
That's how
Samuelsson's
his
son.
name's
It's Kjell.
pronounced.
No, yeah, Matthias is a different Samuelsson. son.
Okay.
The other Samuelsson.
I got you. It's Shell. Yeah, he played with Philly. Shell Samuelsson.
Kjell Samuelsson was taller, a little more slender, right-handed shot. Ulf was left-handed shot, a little more stocky.
Ulf, Rick has
The
something
only
about
thing I didn't like about Ulf was the low hits. He was
Andrew.
did a lot of low hits.
Rob Ray, when he fought, all of his equipment came off so easy. That's why I got tied.
Yeah.
His equipment just falls off.
Yeah.
It's like he has a button and it just ejects.
But there was something great about that back in the day. You had no shirt, everything just fell off, and you had nothing on, and you were fighting.
Hey, who is that goalie that was a nut job for Vancouver? Dan Cloutier? That guy was a pretty good fighter.
He was from
the Rangers. Started out with the Rangers.
Yeah. Cloutier. Yeah, he was a nut job.
I thought he was one of them fucking crazy French Canadian goalies, like back in the day. Patty Waugh had that like switch. Like he got in a couple of brawls.
Patty Waugh would go.
Yeah.
You want to hear a funny story? The guy that I work with. He
played
hockey.
Did you see that hit? Oh my God.
What game?
Who was that? Colorado Buffalo. Just freaking. Oh,
that was Nathan McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon just leveled a guy.
Did him in, man. Nice. That was a beautiful hit.
This is my dog, USA Hockey. This is my dog.
Colorado came to play tonight, boys.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, they have not put it together this year. I'm not surprised, though. Just Buffalo is awful, which sucks. It just sucks because we wanted to see Buffalo, Ottawa, one of those teams. Like, that was a clean hit, by the way. I think that was a clean hit. But
by the way, I'm going to take LA minus 0.5 second period. I think LA is going to ruin this game now. So
really? Okay.
Yeah, I just
remember. I was going to mention this earlier. Let's talk about this. Winnipeg does not have their best goal scorer, Kyle Connor. That's a big loss. Huge. We haven't discussed that. We always forget about this guy. Oh, good God! Oh my God! That goal.
He was on the way of possibly winning the
Richard. Yeah, you could say the Richard. Yeah, for sure. I really think Winnipeg is gonna.
The only thing is, it's only minus 140.
This Buffalo Colorado game's getting a little chippy here.
That hit was huge, man. And the thing about
a lot to do is, Colorado has not done well against Buffalo as of late, and I think they just want to make a stand here.
Hey, I want to talk about this a little bit. We talked about Rick brought up the McCabe hit on Lindgren, which I thought was a clean hit. It was a good hit. I don't know what Lindgren was doing there. But that Marner that was a dive in the third period, like early. I was like, we need to be calling out these guys for flopping in the hockey. I see guys.
I agree. They got to stop this stupid diving bullshit. We're turning into soccer. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it. Oh, damn.
Stand it.
Perlo, what did you say you were taking an LA bet in the second
Kings minus 0.5 second period.
Hey, that Zach Benson may look like a 12-year-old boy, but he's a scrappy son of a bitch.
How much time is left in that?
And what?
Or has it not started yet? The Kings.
What are you talking about, Perlo? You got to tell us what game you're talking about.
The Kings.
Yeah, there's
Kings to win the second period.
The second period is not started, buddy.
No, but that's why he's taking it before the period starts.
I'm taking Kings minus 0.5.
Okay.
Second period at plus 170.
Well,
Hey,
and
I'm with you,
Winnipeg's starting the period with a minute 44 on the power play.
Even better. That's why I'm getting plus 170.
Yeah,
Kings
fresh
are
ice on the power play.
Kings are a killer penalty killing team. That's why I'm getting plus
But
170.
the thing is, fucking Winnipeg was shit in San Jose last night. You don't think they're going to come out after the coach rips into them after this fucking intermission?
I don't think they got the legs, dude. They had
No?
to fight too hard against San Jose yesterday.
All right. Okay, I'm with you then. Okay.
I agree with you, KQ. I think Jacob Trouba is the modern day Scott Stevens, except for I will tell you what about Trouba. His hits are cleaner than Stevens' were. Stevens would not survive in the NHL. Stevens would not survive in the NHL now.
I do agree that if Trouba played in that day, he would have did what Stevens did.
Oh, yeah. But he's a great
because he can get away with more.
He would
Now
have
you can't get away
got
with
away
half
with
this
more
shit.
back then. He would have did it for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
For sure.
Scott Stevens would be suspended like Draymond Green indefinitely.
Stevens wouldn't be in the league right
You
now.
see that? You see that? I didn't even see the play, but apparently Draymond Green is suspended indefinitely. I'm like, how do you get suspended indefinitely in the NBA? The biggest bunch of pushbags ever.
Being a douchebag, man, because even Poole, his own players, like he's fucking.
Poole doesn't play there anymore. They traded him.
Yeah, but he said something about Green. He's like a 30-year-old postcard or something like that. Can't remember what the hell he said, but
they're suspending him. They're suspending him for punching like a girl to a guy. Like, you look at that punch, it was horrible. What the hell was that?
Dude, NBA players cannot fight. They're the biggest bitch-made cats in the fuck. Oh, Andrew, I thought you left. Andrew likes Sean Avery. One of my wife's favorite players is Sean Avery. And I still will defend Sean Avery forever and a day, what he did to Marty Brodeur. And I love how he clowned Brodeur because we all know what Brodeur did. Everybody knows. We all know what Brodeur did in his personal life. And Avery wasn't afraid to call a spade in the thing. I mean, he didn't need to make comments about guys like dating his ex-girlfriends. Dude, the guy dated a bunch of hotties.
Well, that was the guy I was talking about. I like the villains, but Avery was an idiot.
Yeah, the off-ice stuff I didn't mind as much, but on ice, Sean Avery never took a major. He never took a major penalty. No. The guy he was like a Darcy Tucker, just like a really good. Rick doesn't like Chris Chelios. He said he was a cheap shot artist. Then
you don't like Gordie Howe either.
I was gonna say, man, like Mark Messier was like notorious for elbowing dudes.
Messier,
yeah. I just I don't know. I think Chelios one of the greats of all time. So. I always enjoyed watching him play.
He's an amazing defenseman,
KQ says Dray. I meant to ask you guys: are you? KQ says Draymond joining the WWE. Are you guys fans of the WWE? I watch it. I watch SmackDown.
I'm not a wrestling guy, but I get it.
What about you, Rico? You're a fine
when I was young, I liked it.
Yeah, I was too until like the D-Generation X and all that. After that stopped, and I kind of stopped watching it when you had like not in the last 10 years. I've lost interest in it.
I still watch it. And my wife's been watching it with me. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan.
Lots of people love it. It's like liking people that like comics. It's I get it. I totally get it. It's just not my thing. That's all.
I kind of like Cody Rhodes too. I know who he is. He reminds me of that one actor that kind of looks like him a little bit, but him on steroids. Can't remember what movie's from. The one that played with the Rock. He was like that.
Rick Smith says he hasn't watched it in 25. Rick hasn't watched since Bret Hart, the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh, the Screwjob.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Shawn Michaels. Now he's found Jesus, so I hate him even more.
Oh, really? He did that?
Oh
shit?
yeah, he's like, you know, he works for NXT though. He does all the NXT stuff. Yeah, I am a huge Stone Cold. Stone Cold will always be my guy. Oh, Rick says he's a Stone Cold guy like me. Yeah, I'm a big Stone Cold guy. But you know what? There's some awesome Canadian wrestlers. Edge, Kevin Owens is a Canadian guy now that I like. Sami Zayn, another Canadian guy. That's what's her name? She's a female wrestler. That's I can't think of her name. Anyway, we're turning this into a wrestling podcast. So, by the way, that King's game is underway.
When I was watching, it was like Ultimate Warrior and all those guys like that.
Oh yeah, the Ultimate Warrior was notoriously a terrible wrestler, and he was not good with the other guys.
He was a terrible wrestler.
But he used to bang on the ropes like that.
He was simply
he was on so much steroids. His veins had steroids coming out of him.
Hulk Hogan was a terrible wrestler too. It was just,
I mean,
it was horrible.
But he's like the original though. Like if you're like the original big time wrestler, you don't have.
What about the Macho Man Randy Savage?
Randy Savage was a good wrestler and a great character at the same time.
Yeah, Randy Savage was a great wrestler. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, I never was a big. I always was a big Rowdy Piper was my guy. Also Canadian.
Yeah, Rowdy Piper.
That's the guy I like because I love that movie. They Live. By the way. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah. Or Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
Or the Honky Tonk Man.
No, didn't like him.
Jake the Snake.
Nate Schmidt took a cross-checking penalty. The Kings are going on their power play 16-64. Pearlo. Did you take that bet, Pearlo? Kings minus?
All right, here. I got one question for you. Who's your favorite WWF tag team of all time?
Hawk and Animal are cool, but I always like the Bushwhackers. I always like the Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers. Yeah.
I'll tell you
know what? Matt Hardy and them were pretty cool too. The Hardy Boys.
The Animal Steel. That was freaking.
No, he said tag team.
Tag team. I know, but I just wanted to bring him up. He was a freaking amazing character.
Yeah, I know the Warriors were good too, and then Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the Rockers were good, but my ultimate favorite were the Demolition. That was my number one.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
Yeah, wasn't that Hawk and Animal?
Axe and Smash, the Demolition.
Oh, Axe and Smash.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Stephanie's uncle is he's not very old. He's like around our age. Because I guess her grandma had kids a long time or whatever. But his name's Rob Stardom. He's an indie wrestler out of Winnipeg. Rob Stardom. Check out Rob. Rob has a channel.
Oh, by the way, I've got Hullebuck over saves too. It's looking like it's going to end up being pretty good.
I love Bret the Hitman Hart. By the way, Andrew. I think the Hart Foundation, man, pretty cool.
All the Hart guys, yeah. All the Hart guys were great.
The Hardy Boys were the first guys doing those like flying off ladders and shit, though. Those guys were crazy. They're still wrestling, those guys. I think one of them's had some real bad drug problems and stuff, which sucks.
Well, they've a lot of them did, yeah, for sure. No doubt about that. The Undertaker, I mean that, and
Mark Calloway just retired. He's still doing stuff. Nick Smith, The Rock is awesome. But you said, dude, love Mankind, man. If you're gonna pick a Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Mankind, dude.
Mankind.
Mick Foley is the best. I love Mick Foley. Mick Foley is awesome.
Well,
how could you not love Mick Foley?
The only guy that didn't do steroids in the whole WWE.
Is he in a wheelchair now, or
no? He's still doing stuff. He's doing stuff. He does a lot of fan stuff, and he's still doing stuff.
He's still walking upright. That dude risks his body more than.
Yeah, he doesn't look. He does. No, he's doing good, man. You know the thing about him was, he did wear a lot of layers of clothes. Edge was talking about how he did the hardcore match where he's getting Edge is like wearing no shirt and he's getting raked. And he goes, Mick Foley's wearing like 3 layers of clothing. No shit, because he didn't want to follow on a pile of thumbtacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Those matches were brutal, by the way.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll go to this Colorado second period game, and then I'm going to call it, guys.
Yeah.
But we can hang out after the fact.
Well, I got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say this will be. We're 15 minutes from a 2-hour show, which is good.
I know, but it was a great
hand, Andrew. I love the rock and sock. You had the rock and sock. You had the sock. You did the sock thing. Oh my God, Mick, dude. Mankind was one of the best characters ever. I love, and the fact that Mick Foley would come out like the next week as like Dude Love or Cactus Jack. Like he didn't matter. He would still, it was like he could run different storylines. The guy was brilliant.
Mick Foley was great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I love The Rock too. The Rock's awesome. I want The Rock to run for president, but he's like, nah.
Jets scored.
Oh shit, you called it.
Nikolai Ehlers, yeah.
Oh, he needed to get going. They need him to get going, so that's a big goal.
We didn't call it. Perlo wants fucking LA puck line this period.
No, yeah, I want LA puck line second period, so that's not good for me.
This has been like a bullshit one. I wouldn't even upload this one to the we've just been taking questions.
No, this was.
Mick Foley is a really cool guy in real life too. If you USA Hockey, if you ever get a chance, as a documentary that was done years ago, this was like Jake the Snake Roberts was on meth, and he's all clean now and still doing good and stuff because Diamond Dallas Page got him and clean and stuff. He did the same thing for Scott Hall. But Scott Hall did a lot of damage to himself, but and just kind of, when he got old.
Scott Hall had some great characters though.
Razor Ramon was awesome.
Ramon, that was
freaking.
So here's the thing with let me just finish this thought before watch the documentary called Beyond the Mat. You could probably find it on a streaming service for free. It's old. It's from the early 2000s, I think. But they talk about, so Terry Funk's in there. He just passed away, by the way. And Mick Foley's in there, and I think they rock a little bit. They talk, I don't know, but and they have Jake the Snake Roberts. That's really depressing, but it's good. It just kind of shows what the life was back then a little bit. Oh, you've seen it, so I should shut up. That's good documentary. Yeah, it was cool to see Mick Foley and stuff. Those guys are wealthy now too, man. Like all the big time wrestlers now, like they all make good money. The Miz don't live in no small house. I'm a big fan of him too, by the way. I like the Miz. I don't always like the heel guys, but like this guy, he's a Cleveland guy. He just kind of made himself. So Rick's a Brock Lesnar guy. Like Brock Lesnar too. Brock Lesnar's an American guy that moved to Canada. He lives in Saskatchewan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He lives in Saskatchewan?
And Brock Lesnar is a guy, if you haven't seen him in person, so here's the irony. I can show you the picture too. He is a massive dude. He's not tall. He's not that tall.
He's just huge.
He's massive. And you know where I saw him? A hockey game. I saw him in Arizona at a hockey game.
I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah. If he likes Canada, he probably likes hockey too.
I got the Byfield point and the Velarde point so far.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
I didn't take Byfield this time. I got Velarde. What, assist or goal? What the heck did I have?
Assist.
Start talking.
Yeah, to see him in person, Rick, I don't know if you've seen him in person, but he's a massive dude.
I got Velarde over 1.5 shots. Does he have over 1.5 shots?
I got over his shots too. No, he does not have any shots.
Oh, no. That's not good.
I got Appleton to score.
I got Hellebuck over 28.5 saves. That looks like it should get there. And I follow over 1.5 shots.
Yeah,
I need to meet
Kings are doing the Tony Granato thing. He was diagnosed with a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It will begin treatment this week. Man, our thoughts and prayers again out to Kelly Chase and Tony Granato and their family.
I seriously think that part of the reason why Berube got fired in that game was like, if you can't play for Chase either.
Yeah, I wonder too, man. I wondered that a little bit.
I thought about that. Like if you can't play for Chasey there, like when are you going to play?
that makes sense.
You know, like that's what I thought when they lost.
Yeah, I mean, that should have been a real emotional game for those guys. I just also wonder, like, if these younger players are so disconnected.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing, though, is that I'm sure that Berube would have brought up Chasey before that game. And maybe that was the reason why they said, you know what, we got to go with a more that's why I think that they got a young guy like Bannister in there. You know,
well, he's 49, so he's not that young.
He's a lot younger than, you know, he's a young.
I don't know that he's older than Berube, honestly. How old is Berube?
Berube's older than 49, for sure. I would have to think.
I mean, he's right in there, I'm guessing.
But like you said, he's more in tune with the players that are there. Like he knew them when they were younger.
He coached Kairu and stuff like that. So
when they were young, right? So
Berube's 57, 1965.
57. That's still 8 years. Yeah.
He's from Calahoo, Canada. Where the fuck is Calahoo?
Where?
Calahoo, Alberta.
Calahoo?
That's where Craig Berube is originally from. That's where all those big bad dudes came from in the NHL. They're all Western Hockey League guys that were like farm.
Calahoo's a small town. I believe Calahoo is like halfway in between Vancouver and Alberta, like somewhere around there in the northwest, something like that. Calahoo. Shit.
It's definitely a farm. I went to their website, West Sturgeon Agricultural Society. Welcome to our community. Learn more about Calahoo. Welcome to our community, located 30 minutes northwest of Edmonton in Sturgeon.
Yeah, northwest. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Northwest. But it's only 30 minutes.
Community offers residents and visitors alike opportunities.
Okay, so it's not halfway. It's like just northwest of Edmonton, Calahoo.
Yeah, 30 minutes northwest of Edmonton. Sounds like a damn fucking suburb of Edmonton. If you're 30 minutes outside of a city, aren't you like basically a suburb of a city at this point?
Yeah,
but this looks like what I'm seeing here. Look, I'll just show you guys. This is it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those towns 30 minutes and a half an hour away.
That looks like a place where you beat up people from Edmonton when you complain about the weather because you're actually more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be like Westlock, those kind of towns.
Let's look at the gallery here. We're going in it deep here, man.
When you get into those towns, like
they're all summer photos, even the fucking leaves are brown in the summer.
Not a single winter one so far.
Even the leaves are brown in the summer.
They can find as a picture for Calahoo. Oh, Calahoo, yeah, right. Now I know where it is. Yeah, I know where it is now. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing.
That's where Pearlo got all his bad habits.
Well, we're seeing stuff that's there, Pearlo. I don't know.
When they're showing you the church in the town, you know there's nothing there. There's nothing in Calahoo. No.
Look at this event hall with a kitchen and some bathrooms.
Oh, they have one building that's modern. If you look at the rest of the town, it's falling down all over the place.
I love what you said, Rico. There's not a single fucking winter picture here because nobody leaves their goddamn house in the winter there.
Yeah.
Except for the rink.
Brown. I've never seen a tree with a green leaf on it in those pictures. So even the summertime's like fall.
Yes, CM Punk is back. So I have a confession to make, Andrew, since we talked a little wrestling. I have never seen CM Punk wrestle. So in the time I wasn't watching, he was in there like 10 years ago. I've never seen him wrestle, and I don't watch AEW, so I don't watch any of AEW stuff. AEW is starting to feel like the retirement home. I think that WWE is going to get MJF and a couple of the other guys from there and bring them over, and I think the rest of the old dudes are going to be washed up.
Well, I think aren't WWE just looking for like the next superstar? Like they don't have.
I mean, those guys are such
Roman
athletes.
Reigns is kind of running out of steam.
Oh
there.
my God, I'm so tired of that storyline. He's going to be back Friday though, so we'll see what happens.
Winnipeg has so lost their legs, it's crazy. I don't know how to play this now. I think I'm going to lose this bet, but they have no legs at all.
Go under 5.5. Perlo, take under.
Halibuck's going to keep them in it.
Take what?
Take under 5.5 in this game at plus money, no?
I don't know. I think LA might be able to pot might be 5-1 at the end of this one.
Owen Power had a nice scoring chance. He's a smooth skater, man. I like watching that.
Yeah, well, he's got to work on
his
defense.
Rick Smith said there's cheap flights to Winnipeg in the winter. Yo, we should do a Winnipeg road trip, man. Actually, my wife has family in Winnipeg, so
why would you want to
go
go to
for a
Winnipeg?
while either? You go to Seattle.
Andrew says Roman has to go. Yeah, I'm sick of Roman. I'm so tired
If
of that.
you're going to go to Winnipeg, you might as well come to Edmonton.
Oh, I want to go to Edmonton more than I want to go to Winnipeg. I'm going to Edmonton. We're going to come to Edmonton.
Yeah,
I think I could drive to Edmonton in like 2 days from here. It'd be like 16-hour days driving, but I think I could drive there in like 2 days.
2 days.
It's not that far. Yeah, I think 2 days. Because my cousin from Calgary made it to Anchorage in 3. And so
5.5 and plus money in this game.
Winnipeg in the winter is so nice.
I drove from here to eastern Quebec in 3.5 days. But I'll tell you, I was pretty much driving almost 24 hours a day to do it.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, that's probably not legal. With Pearlo, were you just like snorting mountains of coke? And like...
my ex-wife, my ex-wife was supposed to drive like 5, 6 or 7 hours a day. She was supposed to drive
fucking drops in these nostrils.
But the only time she would sleep is when she was driving. So I ended up being the one that drove the whole freaking way, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. Pearlo takes coffee grounds, Rico, and just puts it in like a big old cha. Like a big old cha.
Pretty much what it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. What were you doing in Eastern Quebec, by the way?
We were getting married. She was from Gaspé, Quebec, and we were driving to Gaspé, Quebec to get married. Gaspé is beautiful, by the way.
Dude, look up Gaspé. That's like up on the fucking tit of Labrador, man.
Yeah, it's freaking gorgeous. But yeah.
Hey, Rico, I also want to do this trip to Montreal. We need to do this. I've been wanting to go to Montreal forever. And I need my – I spelled it. I'm an idiot.
You haven't been to Montreal yet? You've got to go to Montreal.
Dude, I just been to Toronto for the first time.
However you felt after leaving Toronto, times it by 10 leaving Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal, they have you have no idea. There is no there's no city that parties more than Montreal in Canada. No, not even close. Nobody even argues it. No doubt about it.
I remember the last time we went to Montreal, I had a fucking morning beer in the morning because we were there for a bachelor party, and I took a shower, fucking had a beer, put my fucking bathrobe on because we stayed in a nice hotel. I'm like, fucking, I don't know where my clothes are, so I'm putting a bathrobe on. Next thing you know, I go downstairs. I needed to grab cigarettes back when I was smoking. Next thing you know, I'm talking to people in the lobby. Next thing you know, I'm walking down the fucking sidewalk in Montreal with my bathrobe on, drinking fucking beer at about 11 o'clock in the morning.
And nobody even thinks anything of it.
What I want to go for, guys, a hockey thing, and I want to go for that Quebec Pee Wee tournament too. I heard that thing is off the chain.
The what? The what?
The big Quebec Pee Wee hockey tournament they do every year.
Ryan Whitney always talks about.
Yeah, the one Brian Whitney won that he can't shut up about. The only thing
The
he ever
one that
wanted.
no Quebec team wins ever. That
No.
one? They never win. Ever.
So Rico, I would have pulled this up. This is gorgeous. You know what this reminds me of is Maine. Looks like Maine, except for, yeah, this is crazy. So how far is it from Montreal? Oh gosh, dang! It's 22 hours and 9 minutes.
Winnipeg scores again. I certainly didn't get my minus 0.5, and it was Ehlers again. Jeez.
Oh, Ehlers scored again, eh? All tied up.
Who was it? I need a Mason Appleton goal.
Dang, man. LA kind of blowing this game.
I know.
What the hell, man?
Dude, I fucking tailed Pearlo on taking the Kings next period. I just had a feeling.
I thought they would. They're out shooting them all to shit.
Yeah, but Winnipeg played in San Jose and they didn't have a good showing, so the coach probably laid into them.
Didn't San Jose win that game?
They're not having a good showing. They're just scoring a little more. They just happen to be Ehlers just happens to be picking.
Story checks out.
Hey, so USA Hockey goes, Rico, you still smoking, bro? I think it's just vapes, right?
Yeah. It's just fucking thing, yeah.
You got a vape, yeah. You don't use that all the time,
which,
though.
By the way, is probably a million times worse for you than smoking.
Yeah, but I bet you Rico only uses that when he's having a couple beers.
It's true.
Yeah, that's my friend Mike Marcello who quit drinking too. That dude never bought a pack of cigarettes ever, and I didn't smoke, but he would when he drank, he smoked. And so we used to hang out at the bar all the time together, and he doesn't drink anymore. And he's better for it, but he also doesn't smoke because he doesn't drink anymore. So
the thing is, when I smoke cigarettes,
we are still live, Spicy 4K. We are.
You cough up fucking black shit when you smoke cigarettes. When you vape, it's essentially like breathing in vapor. Like it's like being in a steam room.
Yeah,
I've never coughed.
Yeah, I've never been able to smoke anything. See you, Andrew. Have a good night. I've never been able to smoke anything, man. I'm like the terror. I could smoke cigars, so I'm like, it is what it is. And then
you like the weed though, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed.
Oh, you don't smoke edibles?
Only edibles. Yeah.
Oh, edibles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, only edibles. Yeah, and then when I'm under the weather, dude, I don't touch anything. So I haven't had any of that forever. I've been coming to these shows stone sober, which is
Winnipeg scores again.
You missed that.
I was way off.
Rico got it.
Way off on this.
Tell me it's Mason Appleton.
No, I think Shifley.
No, Shifley.
Yeah, Shifley. Oh no, maybe. Oh no. Who's number 2? That guy looked like
you said that.
You hockey, I only smoke when I drink.
Rico was bang on, and I talked him out of it. So this isn't my bad. You don't think that they're gonna be coming now after that? Yeah, you had it right.
I fucking knew it, Pearlo. I should never have took your fucking LA puck line. I knew the Jets after that showing in San Jose last night were gonna come out and say, "What the fuck are we doing?"
You were right. I was right.
Yeah, but you know what though, Rico, with Kyle Connor out, I thought they're maybe just gonna go through a little bit of a drought here and have some trouble.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that though. Not the way the Jets are coached. The way they're playing.
I do like bonus, man. Timeout. Todd McClellan needs to take a timeout here, man. You're up 2-0. You're fucking
man down. We got Connor Hellebuck in net. Let's fucking turn it up a notch here.
KQ says he's trying to quit Mary Jane.
God damn it. Velarde still has no shots on goal, Pearlo.
Andrew has left 3 times and come back. So, Andrew, I love you. Thank you for being here.
Velarde does have 2 points, and I got his point prop, but Pearlo, he's got no shots on goal. He's got 2 assists. Velarde, you got to start shooting on the goddamn net here.
Velarde has no shots on goal.
No, not one. Not even a shot against the glass at the back of the net. He's got nothing.
Jesus Christ.
All right, boys, let's end the show. We've been going for 2 hours and 3 minutes. Pearlo said he had to get up. That was the end of the second period of Colorado Buffalo. That's 3-1. It's 3-2 now. Winnipeg and LA. 4 minutes left to go in that period. Really appreciate everybody coming out. We had 12 people in here, which is crazy, and we still have like 8. But I'm gonna call the end of the show. I really appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us. We pretty much just BS tonight about hockey, but we did talk some gambling lines. We we did do our picks for tomorrow. Check us out. Tomorrow I'll be on Off the Wall Hockey for the Capitals Flyers game. He's going to do the play-by-play, and I'll throw in my little 2 cents of the little hockey knowledge that I have, and we'll enjoy that. It'll be fun, and then we'll be back here 10 p.m. Eastern, sponsored by Fans First Sports Network. I am Beard. With me, as always, maybe is Pearlo and Rico. Thank you. Peace. We are out.